And I didn't want to add to that. Because had I done it, it would have made our situation worse. FWA doing it, it's all good.
But then,
So,
T, it said that you're just mad
mm,
because they could do it in 30 minutes and you couldn't do it all day, but y'all claim to have been working on it all day.
no, Dora claimed to be working on it all day.
No,
I was
no,
at work.
no, I'm saying what was said.
I know.
But they don't realize that somebody was donating their airline miles. They don't realize that you all, and I say you all,
Hmm.
the people behind the scenes, were working on trying to get her a flight booked with her dog.
Yep. I mean, we could have already booked the flight if it wasn't for the dog. It would have already been done. But we wanted her to be able to keep her dog. So then we had to figure out how that works with the airline or the bus or the train. So you got to figure that out. Then we would have had to figure out how to pay for it because the daughter couldn't pay for it.
And let's just be honest here. And the last time you tried to provide a way for somebody to get from point A to B, you got drug all over the app and called a scammer.
Yep.
So why? And I get what you're saying, but why would you? It's going to come out worded wrong. But after everything that was done to you and everything that was said about you and the false narratives and jackets out there, people get tired of putting themselves out there.
Mhm.
And you're right. If you had came on this app and asked for another penny
Mhm.
concerning that situation, your ass would have been drug all over the app.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Um, I just feel like, this shouldn't be a one up about who got her home, um, or who got to it faster. What matters is she's headed home. And, you know, Leslie, whenever you were talking about you would have paid for her bus ticket, I understand that because that's the kind of person I am. You can throw shit in my face as well, and you can walk all over me like a doormat, but I have a really good heart and I'm very forgiving. And, you know, sometimes I'm trying to keep myself from getting hurt, but people go through a lot of sad situations in life, and I see people become so hardened whenever it comes to just simple empathy that they feel no emotion towards anybody because life has made them that way. What I try to do is learn from my mistakes and learn from my lessons, but never let life harden my heart that God gave me. And again, we all fuck up. We all do shit we shouldn't do. Times are hard. And I like FWA and I like UT, and I hope at some point there can be some fine line, some understanding, some resolution there, and I love Dora too. It's just, again, all of this was a downward spiral of shit,
Yeah.
literally. That's what it turned into.
It did. See it. Um. What happens is when you're trying to get something done, and then you have other people come in and start trying to do the same thing, but a little different.
Where did Riri go? Is she okay?
She said she was going to go back to her husband's tomorrow.
She's got enough for the death, the fucking internet again. Oh man, she cracks me up.
You're 65.
Yeah, but Valid, I agree with you too. You know, just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean I feel that way and vice versa. And, there's just, look, we all know that I am a loudmouth, opinionated bitch.
Mm,
At the end of the day, one thing you can never say about me, though, is that I wouldn't help someone in need. But another thing that happened about the whole situation is that there are people who are in dire need who will not have the faith to reach out because of fear, because of what happened.
Exactly. Exactly.
yep.
I'm just going to say it again. Breezy. I have personally never seen Breezy ask anyone for $1 on this app. Has she? I don't know. Has she not? I don't know. I have never seen it. Single mom in the hospital for what? 3 weeks? Was she in there for 4 weeks? Comes home with a PICC line, wound on her foot, but she's doing it right. She's doing her thing. If if anybody probably needed a hand up, and unless she's filthy rich or won the lottery or something that we don't know about, she's got stuff to buy, school starting. I mean, people like that are afraid to ask for help because of things like what happened last night. So it's not only the players' names that you see, it's the ones in the background. Like when people mock speech impediments, or they body shame, or they poke fun of someone's mental health, or they sling the R word around, or, make short bus comments, or whatever it is they want to do. Okay? You don't know who you're affecting that's not sitting in a panel. You don't know who you're affecting that's not your target at the time. Joyce, close your ears for a minute. People making fun of 5150s. There is a mental health crisis, and I'm not going to say in this country, there is a mental health crisis in this world. In this world. And people making fun of someone else's mental health, you're not hurting that person because they're mad as hell at that time. They're mad as, because what you say is not going, you're just going to piss them off. But it's that one person that's listening in the chat. And then they're going to question, oh, it's me. I'm the problem. They're right. Maybe I should have done this. I've heard that someone was told how to correctly use what you cut a steak with. They were instructed on how to do it correctly the next time. You didn't think about that mama who might have buried their child,
Oh,
who did it correctly the first time.
ooh.
When you're posting deceased people on here, you're not thinking about that cancer patient that might be sitting down here in a chat, knowing that that's their final outcome. When you're posting these obituaries, you don't know, just because you fighting with that bitch at the time, you don't know a son or a daughter or a mother or a father down here in a chat that might have just buried theirs. You don't think about it. Some people just want to hurt the person